Okay, quick video going over animation. Now, it's been a request. I can animate anything more than just the gear here. So I'm going to need to get out the helpers since I have something involved in rotating the wheels. Most everything's on a rotation here. Okay, so down here is the timeline, and each one of these numbers represent a frame. You can go down into this dialog here and you can set up a longer length of frame. You could type in whatever number you want here. If you went to 90, then you could see down here on the timeline that that's updated to now 90 frames, and this will allow you to just pack in more frames per second, give you different styles. But for the most part, you can just go with the default 60 to check gear. It's really not important other than that. So there's only a few steps to this. So first thing I want to do is come down into the animation area and down here in the toolbar and go to auto key. And in auto key, you might make a position change on one frame, make a position change on another frame, and it will interpret the movement between those two frames. So it's as simple as everything here is set on frame 1. Now, this is the way I want it to look on frame 1. So I can move out here to frame 60. Now you don't see anything really changing here until I make my first move. So as soon as I start to move this, which I want this in local, I'm going to move this 85 degrees, and you should see a little green frame pop up right there. It did. And that means that it noticed a difference between those two frames. So I'm just going to go about rotating the different parts of the gear up. I'll do the same thing over here. It's important to note that it doesn't really matter if you are moving the camera around. This is not a physical camera. It would matter if you were in a camera view, but since we're just in perspective view, it's not making note of any changes that we're making. So we'll just work with the main gear there. And before you want to try to preview this or anything, you're going to want to turn auto key off. And that should be pretty much it. You can see as you roll back through your timeline that on frame 1, this is the down position, and it over this 60 frames it needs to be in the other position, and that's where they end up. So it's basically all you need to know how to do. That's it. Thanks a lot.